For the first time, we're getting an inside account of the scramble within the Trump administration as it tried to get a handle on the unfolding pandemic. Today, ousted vaccine expert Rick Bright filed a formal whistleblower complaint alleging his warnings were ignored. CBS's Weijia Jiang is traveling with the president in Phoenix. Weijia.
Nora, Rick Bright's complaint lays out in detail just how devastating he predicted the coronavirus would be and how he tried to get his superiors to listen. Tonight, President Trump is not addressing the bombshell report, focusing instead on reopening the country.
On his first big trip in over a month, President Trump ditched social distancing guidelines to greet the governor of Arizona, Doug Ducey, and later toured a mask production line without wearing one himself. With governors continuing to complain about a shortage of testing and protective equipment, the vice president's acknowledgement that the coronavirus task force will be wound down is raising questions. Top health advisor Anthony Fauci told CBS News he was unaware of the plans.
Mike Pence and the task force have done a great job, but we're now looking at a little bit of a different form.
In a new whistleblower complaint, Rick Bright, who was ousted from his job leading the administration's efforts to find a vaccine, claims he warned the White House in January of the crisis that was coming but was ignored. Bright says he encountered resistance from HHS leadership, including Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar, who appeared intent on downplaying this catastrophic threat, and that Bright's persistent demands for urgent action had caused an S-storm. Bright also warned in January the U.S. would need 3.5 billion N95 masks and suggested putting together a disaster leadership group. HHS official Robert Kadlec, whom Bright accuses of gross mismanagement, says that's appropriate but not sure if that is a time-sensitive urgency. One of 50 attachments to the complaint is a February 9th memo from Trump advisor Peter Navarro, warning of a serious pandemic that could extend well into next year, and called for halting the export of N95 masks and buying all existing doses of remdesivir. Bright also says he was reassigned because he resisted officials who wanted to promote hydroxychloroquine and demanded that New York and New Jersey be flooded with these drugs. The president has claimed he didn't know about Bright.
Yes, he was retaliated against because he refused to promote hydroxychloroquine.
I don't know anything about it.
Bright's attorney, Deborah Katz, said her client believed he had a moral obligation to speak up.
With respect to hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine, he just decided he could no longer remain silent.
CBS News has learned Bright has agreed to testify on Capitol Hill next week, and he hopes to get his old job back. An HHS official tells CBS News that Bright was transferred to a critical role at NIH, and they are disappointed he has not shown up for work. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Phoenix, Arizona.